What's up everyone, doing a market review here on HEX, and I'm also going to be discussing Pulse, PLSX and Pulse HEX. So this is obviously eHEX, which is Ethereum paired to HEX, and as you can see, right, so for this year we have our quadrants marked out here. Each one is our quarterly shift. So you can see for the first quarter, HEX absolutely ripped up to 13 cent, and since the start of the year, HEX has slowly just been coming down and down and down and down. As you can see here, I'm going to show you from a weekly perspective there. So as you can see, during the second quarter we had a fair value gap right in there. Look how it wicked through right there, left the bodies, did not close through that. Obviously heavy push down here, more expansion down obviously into the lower levels. But if you look here, obviously HEX, all it's done is went up and it's came straight back down, but it's an efficient market. It's been offered on the buy side and it's been also offered on the sell side. So you can see here where we are right now in time. I'm actually gonna show you right there. So obviously, as you can see there to there, we have a sell side inefficiency, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. I forgot the word there. And we have another one right there. So essentially what that means is buy side, it's not efficiently priced through it. It's not been offered on the buy side here. So buy side needs to be offered essentially still in here and here. And I'm going to just break this down here. So obviously this is the third quarter of the year, not much really going on, really just kind of sold off, came down, reaching into lower levels. And as you can see, we're approaching just about the last quarter of the year, between October up until January 2024, and HEX has just skyrocketed, like skyrocketed straight up. As you can see here, we had the sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. It's been offered buy side there. So let me just make that longer there. So my idea, looking obviously at HEX when HEX was trading under here, as you can see we have a low right there. HEX literally just came down, consolidated a little bit under the low, heavy expansion up, come into 4 hour here, under that low there, as you can see, tap 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 straight up. What were your, I suppose, reasons for thinking HEX is still going to go up? I'll show you right now. So as you can see here, we have equal highs resting all here, which the market's now clearly delivered into. And I mean, look at that, that's been 1 week just straight massacre up, unbelievable. And as you can see, we're kind of consolidated a little bit here, but obviously prices came up, tagged the equal highs in there. And this is another fair value gap on a weekly. So let me just show you there, right there. So currently what I'm seeing in HEX at the minute, I'm thinking it may or may not want to get back in here. I don't know. But what I'm currently looking at is this candle here. See this big wick? Basically took a range of that wick, and as you can see, here's our equilibrium point there. So obviously price has been offered under a discount here. So we have obviously this whole area is all price being offered at a discount, essentially inside of this imbalance here. So that could act as an inversion level here to make price want to seek higher. Obviously you can see reversal straight off there, reversed, came down, but obviously it's coming down into a logical area. And where I'm probably looking for a price want to run up to So obviously that sell side imbalance there, deliver on that level. And if you see this red line here, I've denoted an old high back in 2021. So potentially before year close, it may want to get up there. And if it does, maybe it even wants to get up into here, which is like obviously nearly 4 cents. So like I do obviously see Hex being a really big asset. I do see the logic for it going up. Obviously buy side here, clear buy side up here, and like that's like, imagine we're essentially down here. If you're buying down here and you're selling up here, that's a lot of fucking money. No bullshit, it's a lot of money. And I do see it going up there. Again, anytime I'm obviously discussing the markets, always do your own research, but from my understanding and what I'm visualizing in the market is obviously I'm seeing them run up into them highs. Like, it looks way too clean to not go up there. Like, clear equal. I'm just going to get rid of this for 1 second there. As you can see here, and you mightn't have seen it until I've after shown it. What's this right here? Equal highs. That's not going to stay there. That's going to be repriced past. And if it does reprice past that, I'm expecting a run up here. Up to this level, which is equivocally 56 cents. And if you're buying in a fucking what? At the minute, what's X trading at? Like less than a cent, you know. You'd be doing fucking well if you sold at 50 cents. What? How many times have you multiplied your money doing that? Obviously breaking it down, I'm just going to show you here. So yeah, you can see it on this chart. I don't know, it might be, will it be a 4? See, we have a little fair value gap here, little sweep on the low there. So price came up, swept that low, so I had to trade off that low. Here we had our market structure shift right there. Essentially, so just the moment price broke through that high right there, that was our market structure shift. We're ready to trade into this fair value gap here. This in turn became a balanced price range. Once that high was broke, returned back into that level, tapping that old low, straight up order block here. These two down close candles, that's one order block right there. We have our order block here. You can essentially use this one here, but we'll go for this one because this is the bigger body. That big body there, that's our order block, but equivocally I'm using that as well. And as you can see, price came up, tapped it, shot up, came back down and just smashed. Like, that was in the space of an hour. Look at that. Actually, I'll just show you this. In the space of 2 hours, that's how much that moved. That's a lot of movement. That's a big push. And I can see Hex wanting to obviously reach into higher levels. We're playing inside of this area here. It was over here, so if you look at that little blue area, which was our fair value gap on the weekly, as you can see it's played around there. When you break it down in your lower time frames, it's trading inside that level here. We have a fair value gap right in there. Fair value gap, buy, rips up higher, comes back down. What's it trading back into? Well, actually I'll probably use this if anything. See that? It's crazy. What what is it going to seek there? The high here, immediate rebalance there. Actually, I suppose it'd be here. I'm just going to make that there, so you can have your immediate rebalance push trading into it there. Screams up, and where's it going into? Obviously to those equal highs here. Just ran straight up, straight into that level. So what I'm seeing here on the hourly, obviously we had this, so I'm just going to get rid of this for a sec, just so you can see. Stop sweep right there, where it was a seeking higher levels up here, running up to that equal high level there. Down, sell off. I'm expecting all this to be filled, to be fair. And what I'm just currently seeing, obviously at the minute, is obviously like I was showing there this week. Just seeing how it plays inside of this area here. Do I want to see it come back down here? Not really, no. I'd like it to stay up a high in here, and like Hex mightn't ever even go back down there, ever, and that's fucking crazy. Like in the terms of like Pulse, Hex, fucking PLSX, like the only real cryptocurrency in my personal vision, with it, to me they have a use case, it's efficient, and clearly you can see the fingerprints of institutional sponsorship. You know, you're seeing these fingerprints here, all these other things I'm outlining back down there, all this, like they're little clues, do you know? And like if you compare Hex to like, let me just show you. So obviously Hex, we're down here, okay? Compare this to, let's say, Bitcoin. Look how much of a discount Hex is compared to Bitcoin. Does that look like it's at a discount? Absolutely not. It's at a premium. Let me just show you. It's at a premium right now. We're at the equilibrium price point there, from that low to that high. Whereas Hex is literally already down here. You know, where Bitcoin and I'll show ETH are still all the way up here. Do you know what I mean? So in the grand scheme of things, Hex is already essentially, I don't know if it's priced in the low. I'm not picking a bottom. Don't pick a bottom. But it's at a discount more so than any other cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, ETH, fucking, we go for XRP, same thing. You know, XRP is all the way up here, where Hex is essentially all the way down here. Like, literally 0.08 is where Hex is at. This is currently trading at 56 cents. So am I looking at any other cryptocurrencies? Not really, because it doesn't make sense to me. You know, like XRP for example. Everyone was like, "Oh, buy XRP, grand." Yeah, it went up, but what did it do in the meantime? Equal lows all there. Clear buy side right there. Clear levels down here that wants to reach. Well, I wouldn't say clear now, but there's a fair value gap already there. So there's been no sell side offered there yet. You mean to tell me the market's just going to leave that there? Nah. It's not how it works. What goes up goes down. And where I'm seeing XRP is going down here. Excuse the voice crack there. I'm just going to play it off like that didn't happen. But where I'm seeing XRP is like, I'm not seeing XRP going all the way up here like I am with X. I'm seeing it going all the way down there. Do you know what I mean? It makes more sense. I'm not shitting on other cryptocurrencies, but like, say what you want, to be fair, but this is what I believe, and I know my shit, I believe, so do with that what you wish. So yeah, obviously I've given an outline here on Hex, so I'm going to go over to pulseburn.com, or gopulse.com, should I say. Sorry, it's quite late where I am today. Yeah, as you can see on Pulse, looking at this candle there, so where's about the 15? And that's obviously isn't trading view, so it's just rough. So as you can see, that 0.5 level of this fib, it's played around that nicely there. If you look down there, we have an order block slash fair value gap there, right there. What did we have here when price was trading essentially into that 50% of that? We had buy side left there. We have, let's show you here, so all this up movement here, we have where are my shapes? All this up movement here, everything under this 50% line is a discount. Essentially, Pulse has just hit a discount fair value gap there. As you can see, it's trading off of that quite nicely. Does it keep this as the low, or does it seek lower? Now, it's obviously the weekend now at the minute, so markets are a bit hazy over the weekend. So I wouldn't be putting much faith in the market building in a low on the weekend, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so where am I seeing now? I'm seeing Pulse, seeing clear buy stops here. Right up there, it's probably going to want to be swept. Let's go to the daily here. As you can see, essentially between that point there and that low, we'll go with that low. There's been no buy side offered here. Buy stops resting way above there. Like, I just see upside. Now, can it go to the downside? Absolutely. Am I favouring downside? Probably not. It looks more, it makes more sense to myself to obviously want to see higher prices here, and like, there's a lot more I'm seeing obviously in the E-Hex chart than I am in Pulse. It's brand new, you know. It doesn't look very liquid, but when you compare it to PLSX, PLSX doesn't look the most liquid at the minute. As you can see, it's just chop mud. You know, it doesn't really look like much is going on there. Let's get rid of this because we don't use indicators. So sell side sweep there. Buy stops here. Came up, ran that. A little tinsy wincy order block there. Using that candle there, the last up close candle before that impulse swing there, or that impulse move away, at an order block right in that down close candle. Tapped it here, traded off, took the high, came back down, tapped it one more time, swept up high. obviously, whereas SE can let me get this here clear. It's also an imbalance by side inefficiency. Boom. Look at that. It was offered on buy side. Makes sense. Where do I see PLSX going? Obviously, same as Pulse. All the way. Sorry, I really have to stop yawning. All the way up here. Eventually. Couldn't take time, but yeah, could be by the end of next year. You never know. I don't know how long it's going to take to get there, but that's what I'm looking for. P-hex. Let's load this up. I'm going to change that. Sure, we'll just, yeah. Get the look there. So we have P-hex. Down, 2 down closed candles. Big move off of that. So where am I looking for? Because it's 2 down closed candles consecutively, I'm using it as one essential order blocks, I'd say. I'm using it as all the one candle. If you look at here as well. See that candle here? This one here. See the way it's selling down. So the market's essentially recapitalizing sell orders here and buying at that level. Whereas this wanting to reach, obviously you can see here. Again, not obvious probably if I didn't show you, but a little trend line going on here. Essentially, like if you get what I mean, it's just like that doesn't even exist. It's not even a factor on my price moves. It's a retail trap. I'm expecting obviously it to come up here, sweep these eyes there, and then obviously reach up here. So I think it's looking bullish for Pulse Chain. I think so, more so than other cryptocurrencies, and I think this SEC thing is going to blow up in people's faces, and yeah, I think I can't explain it enough. Like when you really understand what price is doing and why it's wanting to go up to these levels, it makes the most sense to me than any other cryptocurrency. Not financial advice, but it's on the chart. You can see it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I can come back down here and do whatever, but do I want it to do that? No, I want it to go high and smash higher. I see that all these pairs going up more than I do Bitcoin, ETH, all that. I don't see any real use for the Bitcoin. What's expert? Like, if you think the banks are going to be using fucking XRP as a peer-to-peer exchange or whatever, get your fucking head checked. Because if you think the banks are going to be doing shit like that, it's not happening. CBDCs, yeah, they're happening. Are they going to use XRP? Doubtful. To be fair, doubtful. And if XRP come in its lawsuit, Richard Hart is going to slap the SEC around with obviously discussing Hex, Pulse, etc. So yeah, people shit on it. Don't care, do what you want. If you take this information obviously and decide to do with it what you want, and you take it in, and obviously you see what I see, what have you got to lose? Because I have nothing to lose. So I know what I'm doing, and I'm not saying it, but I know what I'm doing, and you should probably know what you're doing too. So obviously discuss mostly everything there. Probably gonna cut the video short there now. But like, when I'm just gonna say this last part before I go. So obviously when you think of Bitcoin, you think of ETH, all these things. Like, comparing it to Pulse Chain, obviously the ecosystem of it, the coins on that network. You think of Pulse, it's cheap, it's fast, it's efficient. PLSX has the buy and burn feature. Hex, stake your coins away, earn yield on your coins. Like, that to me has utility. Mining Bitcoin, harming the environment. Same with ETH. Obviously they switched to proof of stake now, but like, I think it's a game changer. I really, really do. And I think a lot of people are going to miss out because they're just shitting on it. But I'm telling you, I'm fucking telling you, it's about to go down hard. All of the crypto market, I can see it, I believe it. I think a lot of the coins are going to crash and burn, and I think Pulse is here to stay. I think what Richard has done is incredible, and yeah, fair play. But yeah, that was obviously the last little bit I wanted to say there before the end of the video. So as always, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. If you found it insightful, be sure to leave a comment or reach out to me. I appreciate that as well. And yeah, so that's the end of the video, guys, and until next time, safe trading.